Welcome to News Laundry Chota Hafta. For the full episode, subscribe because it is behind the paywall and only subscribers get access to uncut, complete content. News Laundry Hafta is our weekly wrap of all that made the news, all that didn't, and all that should have and all that shouldn't have. We agree, we disagree, we critique, and occasionally we beat each other up. But it's all good fun. Subscribe.
This is a News Laundry podcast and you're listening to NL Hafta.
अंग्रेज अपना लगान और न्यूज़ लॉन्ड्री अपना हफ्ता कभी नहीं छोड़ते. I'm back from my very brief break. I feel rejuvenated and refreshed to a not very cold Delhi. So thank you, all of you, for letting me take 3 days off. My panel of dear Raman sir.
Hi.
Mehraj.
Hello.
Manisha Pandey.
Hello.
And I'm Abhinandan Sekhri and we're bringing you News Laundry Hafta. This is the 315th episode. We are recording this episode of Hafta at 4:30. Which is late afternoon or early evening. And today we have joining us Hridesh Joshi. Hi Hridesh.
Hi Abhinandan. How are you?
Very well. Where are you right now?
I am at Joshimath, which is just 15 kilometers away from the point where the tragedy occurred last Sunday.
So most of you will be familiar with who Hridesh is. Those of you who are not, I'll just introduce Hridesh. He has been a senior editor with NDTV India. He has written a book called Rage of the River, the untold story of the Kedarnath disaster. In the last decade, Hridesh has covered armed conflict between Maoists and the Indian state. He has also received the Ramnath Goenka Award for his reporting from war zones of central India in 2010. And he is among the very few to have won the Ramnath Goenka Award twice in a row. Once in 2009 for his reporting from China and then in 2010 for the conflict in central India. So welcome Hridesh, and I hope all of you have also read Hridesh's report that he's written for News Laundry from the disaster area, as you may be aware. Hridesh will tell us more because I read in the paper today that it is not a glacier collapse, it was a mountain landslide of mud and rock. But the first thing was that the glacier collapsed, then someone is saying it snow has actually just come down and taken a glacier down, but we'll get to all that. We will discuss that and many other things that made the news the past week. But before we get into the discussion of what made the news, Manisha, tell us what did make the news or the headlines of the last week.
A deadly flash flood crashed into 2 hydroelectric plants and damaged villages in Uttarakhand's Chamoli district. The reason for the flash flood is still being investigated, but it's possible that a Himalayan glacier broke and fell into Alaknanda River. The death toll so far is around 32 people, and we know that about 197 people are still missing. Twitter withholds some accounts flagged by Centre, but says orders not consistent with Indian law. According to the Centre, 30-day prior notice in Special Marriage Act is fair and reasonable. This is in a response to the Delhi High Court. YouTube has removed 2 songs about farmers' protest after Centre's legal complaint. ED raided offices of NewsClick, that's a news website. They've also raided offices of residences of senior management for alleged money laundering. The searches continued for 2 days, and NewsClick meanwhile has said that it has nothing to hide. PM Modi appealed on Monday to the farmers to end their protest and discuss their demands with the government. He also said that the country needs to be protected against what he called Andolan Jivi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also choked up and struggled to speak in parliament during a farewell speech to Rajya Sabha Leader of Opposition Ghulam Nabi Azad. Even Mr. Azad was very moved. The Uddhav Thackeray-led Maharashtra government is facing a huge backlash on social media platforms after Home Minister Anil Deshmukh ordered a probe into celeb tweets over farmers. So Lata and Sachin are going to be asked whether they tweeted out of compulsion or whether they were forced to tweet what they tweeted. Days before Vijay Hazare Trophy, Wasim Jafar has resigned as Uttarakhand coach owing to a dispute with the state association. He's rejected allegations that he tried to force religion-based selections in the team.
And also there was another allegation that there's some Hanuman greeting was replaced.
He brought Maulvi. He did not allow the, Hanuman chant.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Though he said that the chant was from the Sikh community, and he said that the chant should be Go Uttarakhand or something that talks about the state.
This allegation has been made by the, BJP appointee. Yeah.
India and China have begun, quote-unquote, synchronized and organized disengagement from north and south banks of Pangong Lake. The Supreme Court on Monday asserted the rights of adults to choose their life partners, saying it was about time society learned to accept intercaste and interfaith marriages. Actor turned activist Deep Sidhu, accused of instigating violence during the farmers' tractor rally on Republic Day, was arrested by a team of Delhi Police's special cell and he's sent into a 7-day police custody. Protesting farmers have announced 4-hour countrywide railway blockade on February 18th. Munawar Farooqi, the 29-year-old comic, walked out of jail in Madhya Pradesh's Indore late Saturday night, a day after the Supreme Court granted him bail.
However, his colleagues and friends are still in prison. I think 4 of them. One of them, the minor, has got bail.
China and India have highest death rates due to toxic air from burning fossil fuels, says a new study from Harvard University. And in a very important story, according to me, in the Washington Post, it's been found that in the Bhima Koregaon case, key evidence against jailed activists was planted using malware. This is from a forensic report. So the plot to kill Prime Minister letters were essentially planted
In fact,
by a malware.
Srinivasan Jain did a 1-hour discussion and a program on that last night.
Pretty much confirms what anybody with like sort of an ounce of understanding would have known. Looking
Other
at those
reporters had
letters.
said so
Yeah.
at the time as well. So, on that note, may I please remind all of you to subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free. Like, we don't take advertisements from either governments, which these are giving full page ads to all sorts of newspapers. And I'm sure the newspapers' revenue are seeing an upside. Our revenue only sees an upside when more of you subscribe, convince your friends, family, and others to subscribe. So all you Mufat khors, if you can pay for cigarettes, booze, underwear, hair oil, shaving brush, blade, whatever it is, you can definitely pay for news. It'll impact your life more significantly than any of the other items I've mentioned, other than underwear. So, on that note,
I was about to say that.
yeah, I don't
That
overestimate
article
our
doesn't
importance.
belong in the rest of the list you just recited.
So,
Several scientists and geologists, Abhinandan, and climate change experts, they are trying to analyze the situation and looking into what would have caused this. Because these things are not, this is not the first time this has happened in Himalayan area. And this is not, which is happening very rarely now. These events are becoming very frequent. So what angles they are looking into, I did because I am very covering this news. I'm very busy. I can't look into all these news. But what I could follow is that there is a report by Indian Institute of Science, their analysis, and World Meteorological Organization and Wadi Institute of Himalayan Ecology. Separately, their experts have also spoken to media. So the angles they are looking into, that was there a lake hidden which the satellite pictures could not catch, and that suddenly वो अचानक फट गई या वो अचानक टूट गई, or was there debris and some stones which were blocking the river's path and a temporary lake formation, and then a mountain fell over it, as it was the case in Kedarnath disaster, and it brought down the flash flood. So these kind of analysis they are doing, and what today you are telling is somewhere around that. उसमें थोड़ा बहुत इधर-उधर हो सकता है, but that is the same analysis. What we are trying also to know, those of us who cover climate change, that for last couple of decades, the temperature is rising, and in Uttarakhand's Himalayan area, I have just written a report. I'm the author of part of that big report where I focused on Uttarakhand. That the rain pattern has become very rainfall has dropped and it has become very erratic, and temperature has gone down. So it has changed a lot of things, not only melting of glaciers but also behavior of rocks. So these are very expert things, and I cannot comment like कि ऐसे मैं बोलूं और उसके बाद फिर उसका कोई मतलब नहीं होता. लेकिन but people are looking in those angles only. But what is more important to for people like you and me to understand is that early warning system. Why was not that in place? 10 or 15 minutes time, 7 to 8 safely minute time between the two spots where the first incident happened and where the second power plant was swept away. So why can't we have a early warning system with so much इतना बड़ा जहाँ पर disaster हुआ? कोई ऐसा automatic early warning system could have alarmed the people who are working at Tapovan NTPC project. Number two is that the disaster management which we are seeing today, we were being told after this Kedarnath disaster that we have improved our capability, and to some extent it was true also, covering hudhuds, covering Phylin. I covered a lot of cyclones after that, and Nepal disaster also I covered Nepal, where our presence was there. It was actually improving. But what happened here? We are actually struggling on ground. Number three, the development model, which as the show opens up, I will discuss about that. Now, these three things, as common, we are not experts. So as journalists, as keen observer of things, we can look at.
The confirmed deaths are how many? There are over 200 who are still unaccounted for. Oh, that's about more than 200 people.
I spoke to the people who are, who have जिनकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है कि उनको सरकार को डिफेंड करना पड़े, जो खुल के बोल सकते हैं. They said more than 250. So around 250 people are missing and they are feared dead. And since यहाँ इतनी ठंड है, it is so much cold here, and the tunnel without oxygen they are there, without food they are there. So the fear is that they may not come back, but we are hoping for the best. They should come back. Miracles do happen. But the bodies they have recovered, 28 people they had recovered from this Tapovan. In the first this thing. And then 4 bodies they got from this first project, Rishi Ganga. So 32 bodies scattered from different locations. They claim that they have recovered, and they have issued a list of some people, like 7 and 8 people who have been identified, and rest are not identified.
Hriday Shah, how many Hydel projects are under construction on this stream?
Yes, sir. On paper, Uttarakhand has more than around 500 big and small hydro. The category is mini, micro, mini, and then big projects. So any project which is of power more than 2 megawatt has necessarily requires an environmental impact assessment report. But 100 projects, big and small, are running. They are running, and as many projects will be under construction. So this is a tragedy, and this is a debatable issue. One can come and another journalist can say that we need power and all. But the tragedy is that the environmental impact assessment report and social impact assessment report, things are very important in any project, and they are being in courts, people have taken these things in court. They are being violated, and they are being flouted very regularly. And what we can see, I've been witnessing this for last 10 years, the blasting in these areas. Like I wrote also on my report, one can read in on News Laundry and some other report on Mongabe, that this is Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. And these 2 projects are in the buffer zone of the Nanda Devi Biosphere Reserve. So, this is a treasure which we should protect. Some species are endemic species. And this Joshimath, where I'm standing, this is a scientific report that this is sinking. This is going down around 0.5 millimeter per year, like that. So these are very ecologically fragile areas. So we need power, but we also need to know how do we need that power.
Can I just plug our new NL Sena project? Many of you have been asking us to get an app ready. Well, we have started working on it. We checked with around, I think, 5 agencies. We got a court, which is one of the lower courts, and they do a good job because we have a podcast player. We have many other new kind of little plugins that we want to introduce going forward, which our subscribers will be very thrilled with. That entire thing is going to cost us around 15 lakh. And the last I checked, I think we had raised close to 2 lakhs. So I'm hoping you subscribers will encourage, and we've crossed 2. We are at 2,10,000. You will encourage and nudge your friends and relatives to not just become subscribers, but to also contribute a little bit in the NL Sena project, because we want to have our app out so we can make sure we get our news to you in a more seamless and efficient manner. The full hafta is behind the paywall. Chote hafte sirf mufat khoron ke liye. If you want the full hafta, do subscribe and pay to keep news free. Also, our Discord server is up. We have over 1,000. I think now we'll probably have 1,200 subscribers. This is more than the WhatsApp community. And unlike WhatsApp, Discord is linked to our subscription database. So you will gain and lose access depending on your subscription status. Our Discord has excellent conversations happening on pop culture, on politics. So whatever your interest, you can get onto News Laundry's Discord server. For access, click on the user icon on the top right hand of our website, then on the My Profile, and then on NL Discord tab. And you'll see all the details there. So do come and have fun, interesting, and sometimes insightful conversations on our Discord server. You have to be a subscriber to get access to that.
When he says that there is a biradri of Andolan GV, he is talking about people
like Yogendra Yadav,
who come all in every Andolan they are. Yogendra Yadav
I think Yogendra Yadav is a bit of an Andolan
Medha Patekar ho
GV.
gaya, and some like JNU students also had joined. So he wants to identify those faces, and what I foresee that these people will be, इनको उसने कहा था, प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने बोला था कि इनको देखना पड़ेगा, इनको आइडेंटिफाई करना पड़ेगा. So maybe this is the next hint to the Delhi police or the CBI or all this.
Well,
However, in farmers' protest, the bulk of them are not Andolanjeevis. Like these farmers have been protesting on farm laws for the past 6 months. So it's,
I mean, by that logic, even Ramdev is an Andolanjeevi, as Shri Shri Ravi Shankar. They were part of the Jan Lokpal movement.
BJP is Andolanjeevi.
I mean,
What are they doing in Bengal?
I mean, I just find his speeches more and more. They had a novelty earlier. Now even that is worn off. I just find this one habit which used to really irritate me about Advani also, of pretty crying. Yeah. You know, I can understand if someone is crying it for something really like, you know, let's say a tearjerker would be, let's say a guy who's come back from a war, right? And he's being interviewed and a child comes up and says, you know, uncle, you rest at home, I'll go fight for you. You know, that is truly a tearjerker. You know, the young child coming an old man, I'll save you kind of thing, or you take my blood.
or like in
I got
Decades
a
case.
call from Ghulam Nabi and why the fuck is that? You know, it's like laughing at something that's not a joke. You're crying at something that's not cry worthy. You know, I can understand that this happened to me and I was in jail and Ghulam Nabi came and bailed me out, or like Amar Akbar Anthony, a Christian was hurt and his Muslim blood and my Hindu blood went in, and you know, the Naseeb type scene. You know that, but I needed a aircraft because of the tragedy that had happened there. Pranab Mukherjee said, I'll make a defense aircraft available to you. At night, he called me because he was so worried. And I'm crying like,
Prime Minister's speech always, and these part of the speech which are discussing, I mean, he does it in a way that you can't ignore it, even if you are covering a calamity. So it comes to you in WhatsApp or, you know, this thing. I'm not following the news. So I was about to say at the start that Abhinandan don't ask me to comment on news because I'm not following them. This one, you know, ये एक तरह से risk है, आगे दरवाजा बंद भी करो तो पानी की तरह. I could see that. And I mean, it was a pretty long this thing. जो वो पूरा था episode कोई 2-3 मिनट का था.
No, of all, I think what I really find objectionable is he terming people, you know, as Andolanjeevi, as if he comes from a different planet. I mean, the BJP comes from a different planet. I mean, put BJP into opposition and you will see movement, I mean, Andolanjeevi all over. So what is this?
Actually, on a serious note, BJP is Andolanjeevi even when they are in power. So BJP is a party of कांग्रेस जब सत्ता में होती है तब बड़ी अच्छी पार्टी लगती है. अच्छी का मतलब बहुत अच्छी पार्टी लगती है. लेकिन बीजेपी तो अभी भी बहुत एग्रेसिव है और politically no one should object that. So no, it is coming from top leader of a party, you know, which is always on the, you know, rebellion mood, you know. Where they are in power, they try to devastate whatever left in Congress, which is pretty okay for politically.
some buffoon on YouTube put out a video saying that basically DigiPub, which is a digital publishers organization, which include News Laundry, Scroll, News Minute, Fair D'Souza, all these people are part of some major conspiracy and they should be hanged and killed. And there are verified BJP handles who are sharing this video. And what is this guy talking about? And which is why, you know, these fence sitters who say that, oh, it's not that bad, everyone is the same. Dude, you have no idea, man. I mean, just open your eyes and look around. It's not a BJP is an equal opportunity offender. I mean, how far they go. Now, you can claim that Congress would have gone this far had there been Twitter. But there wasn't. So we don't know that. What we do know is that direct calls to hang the 4 people sitting around this table and many other journalists was put out by this idiotic troll and shared by verified BJP handles. Law Minister Pelos this Gyan in Parliament. It's a bloody joke here.
No, Ravi Shankar's speech in Parliament was only to, put further pressure on Twitter. I think the speech has been made today just to put pressure on Twitter to delete all those handles.
No, but in this case, Twitter isn't without blame also. So what they said the order that came from the Indian government to block the handles, it's not consistent with Indian law and that's why we are not doing it. Who the hell gave them the authority to decide that? Basically, they are arrogating to themselves the power of the Supreme Court of India.
Okay, what is the law? Let the
this
law-
is the discussion we had a couple of weeks ago. I remember they shouldn't have this power. They can't decide. I'm sure it's you and I know that it's not consistent with Indian law. It's just they are going after people who don't agree with them. But Twitter doesn't have the authority to decide that, right?
Do check out our merchandise. We have a special scheme happening for the Valentine's week. So you can gift your Valentine or to-be Valentine NL merch. Also spread the light of independent journalism. Get yourself an NL scented candle. And this Valentine's Day, have a candlelight dinner, but with the NL scented candle. Wah, wah. The whiff of honesty and truth will make sure your bond and love is forever honest and truthful. By the way, guys, Saturday there's NL Bethak. It's only for game changers, guys. NL Bethak, we're bringing it back. It had taken a long time when it was off. It's an exclusive session for Game Changer subscribers to directly interact with our editors through Zoom. So we'll be giving out a Zoom link. As a premium subscriber, you'll be able to ask us questions and critique us and give us feedback. We have a little bit of this also during our recess, which is open to all subscribers, irrespective of your level of subscription. But there, all of us aren't present together. You know, sometimes Manisha's there, sometimes I'm there, sometimes someone else there. Here, all the editors will be there, and you can, give us feedback, you can give us suggestions, you can tell us how good or bad we are. So this is called the NL Bethak, and it is on Saturday. So be there or be square. So the NL Bethak is Saturday, February the 13th at 7:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. And do contribute to pay to keep news free. But I will say that, cricket was one space where there was, it was very secular in the sense that all sorts of shit could happen. That and even Bollywood.
Yeah, I was just going to say
Bollywood was a place, and I can tell you, having, worked there when I was young for a year, there was something truly, it was really weird. I thought it was weird, bordering on that it's an act. Maybe it was. That it can't be so irreligious. Eid pe, all the Muslim, and a lot of the light boys, I remember the light boy in the film we were doing, his name was Bakruddin. He was a huge guy. Most of those guys are Muslims. And if there was, let's say, you had to shoot during Roja, just the director would request and thank that they have today come in spite of Rojas, we've done the full day. That someone, AD would go and eat with them. This is real celebration of the diversity. Bloody Bollywood, cricket, nothing has got left. Yeah. Is it a sign of the times? It's not just true for India, right?
I think it's also to do with, if that social sort of construct doesn't have the innate moral code, so you go with the mood. It's the same thing which has happened, for example, the founding fathers of India. Because they were educated somewhere, and the mood of the world was that anti-colonial mood. It was more liberal, more towards diversity. So they held on to that. And because they held on to that, the society sort of followed them. And that was the mood. Now the mood has changed. So you sort of go with the mood if you don't have that innate moral sense, which is like the bigger sort of a crisis.
What do you think, Manisha? Why is it?
And also, obviously, there's a lot of money to be made from all this. So, yeah.
It's been very systematic with Bollywood, we know. And just with this Jaffar's case, when he changed the chant, there were pieces in Op India and all saying that, he's changed the chant because of religious reasons and all that. So it's a very systematic kind of an attack where and you see this with movies also, that it's first the trolls or whatever, these troll websites online that'll talk about, this scene, like, with that acid movie also, Meghna Gulzar's movie, Chapak, that he's wearing a kalawa. So there's like a hysteria built around it, and then there's, action. Only thing to wonder is how, I wonder, like, if it's so systematic, is it coordinated or is it just like...
There's been an organization dedicated to this for the last 100 years. Obviously, it's systematic, and it's an organization which has sort of taken over all the pillars of society and the state.
All of you listening in, the Chota Hafta, do subscribe so you can listen to the entire Hafta. We will see you again next week with the Hafta. Till then, subscribe, pay to keep news free, because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers are served. Thank you. Goodbye.
All the News Laundry podcasts are available on Stitcher, iTunes, and any other podcast platform.
Please subscribe to News Laundry. Help us keep news independent. To catch all our podcasts on news, pop culture, current affairs, and sport, visit newslaundry.com. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Sun liya Afrika, mufat khoro. Not to brag or anything, but News Laundry Hafta features in the top 50 in the world on SoundCloud in the news and politics category for podcasts. So do subscribe and see what you're missing, because when the public pays, the public is served. When advertisers pay, advertisers are served. Subscribe, help keep news independent and free. All News Laundry podcasts are available on iTunes and Stitcher and any other podcast platform.